Hi everybody, this is Bill Sanders and this is Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection. Today what I want to do is take a look at the nominees for the Grand Prix Awards. For those of you who aren't familiar with it, there's a competition and everybody who has a watch that they want to enter into the Grand Prix, send it in, and then all of the members of the Academy vote on it, and then the 6 watches from each of the categories that have the most votes are then nominated, and in November when they have the award ceremony, then they will or will not win one of the Grand Prix awards. And so this is the second step. The first step was the entry. This is the second step. So let's take a look at how they did. Now the first category is a women's category, and so many there that I liked. The one that I liked the most was a Chaumet with the stars coming out, the shooting stars. That's part of another mechanism, but there's a very, very interesting mechanism and the workings of that Chaumet. The other ones, I like them all. The Harley Quinn watch, that one, I think a lot of younger women may go for that. And the Parmigiani, Chopard, all of them, I think, are certainly well-deserved for this category. Now, the next one is Ladies Complication. And one thing I was very happy to see was an Anderson Genève. Sven Anderson was one of the co-founders of the AHCI. Just an all-around good guy. The one again that I found most compelling was the Chaumet. I can't pronounce it, but it's the one is called Sous le Soleil Creative Complication Timepiece. Beautiful watch. The Van Cleef and Arpels is just almost magical. The little flowers open and close. Hermes, the Chopard. What a collection. And the Audemars Piguet. Of this next collection, this is probably the toughest category of all, I think. Aki Riva, his work is that of a master. One that I really, really like, that seems to be new, at least to me, is one by Sylvain Pinard. That watch, I was looking at the movements and so forth, really an amazing watch. The other ones that they have there equally worthy of an award. Now, the men's complication, this is another one where you have just all of these amazing watches. Armand Strom with their Orbit Manufacturer Edition, Audemars Piguet, the Code 1159. The Beauvais I love Beauvais, Hermes, Parmigiani. The one that I liked the best was the Singer Reimagined Boss. What is it? A barista? I'm not sure. It's like it's a special timer. What a watch! What a movement in that watch. So there's another group that would be. You have nothing but good choices from that. Now the next one, the iconic, I just love the Tag Heuer Monaco, especially with the Gulf oil colors. That's one that's always been a favorite of mine. The other ones for iconic, I don't know. It's hard to say with iconic. I just know what I like when it comes to iconic, or ones that I can see a block away. The other ones are pretty cool too. Now for the tourbillon, here you have a lot of really great watches. The one that I like, by the way too, I'm not crazy about tourbillons. But one I really do like is the H. Moser. I just the way it's laid out, with the legs coming down and holding up Grubel Force, with a 24-second architecture. Man, all of the watches in the tourbillon I wouldn't mind having any one of them. I'd really like to have all of them. Okay, now the calendar and astronomy, here again, for always my favorite perpetual calendar has been H. Moser. And here they have it again in their streamline or streamliner version. Like it a lot. Sapaneva, if I said that right, has probably the most artistically interesting moon phases and things like that. The other ones, HYT, I was glad to see HYT back. They sort of went away. I mean, I think they went out of business and then somebody bought them and they're back again. It's good to see. Arnold and Smith, DRT I don't know too much about, but just looking at it, that's a cool looking watch. And Crayon, this is first Crayon. I always think of Crayon, I think of that crazy face. So those are fun. Now, the mechanical exception, here's another category where you really incredible watches. Arm & Strom with the mirrored horse. Beauvais has a division called Demiere, and they just turn out these incredibly interesting watches. Bulgari, this is an anniversary watch, a 10th anniversary of their Octo Finissimo, a very thin watch. Chopard has one with a, now it's called a full strike tourbillon. It almost sounds like a minute repeater because it's got those little hammers with a gong. The one that I really like is a Ferdinand Berthold. That's just a beautiful, beautiful watch. Ulysse Nardin has an interesting one. It's one of their freak watches. It's just an incredibly nice selection of watches. The chronograph. With the chronograph, the one that I immediately just went, whoa, was a Gronfeld. But then you look around, Breitling Chopek has a really interesting Rattrapant Ice Blue. Some looking watch. Louis Monet, MB&F. MB&F always has something interesting. And Parmigiani Fleurier, that's another with a full chronograph to it. So of all of these, there's no bad choice that I can see. Now, the diver's watch, I always liked Doxa. Doxa was I don't know why, and but I'm glad to see Doxa made it to the nominations. Some of the other ones, another one I've seen a lot of and I like is the RDA. They're interesting watches. Of course, the Tudor, Pelagos, Tag Heuer. Tag Heuer has a very interesting looking one, and the Grand Seiko. Grand Seiko with little waves in the background. Looks like it's going diving. And the Breitling, that could be used as a dress watch as in addition to a diver. Now, in looking at the jewelry watches, man, they just have great stuff. It's hard to choose one here that I like the best. I like the Chopard. I do like the Bulgari with the old snake. He seems to come back a lot in his jewelry. Jacob and Company always has some spectacular jewelry involved. Piaget, Tag Heuer, and Van Cleef and Arpels with the they're just gorgeous. This is a hard category. The artistic crafts one has a lot of interesting ones. My 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 favorites. I really like the Buitenlanen, the Van Cleef and Arpels with the little ladybug and the fairy. Beauvais is gorgeous. Hermes is just a very unusual looking design. And Hublot's got, that is, a lot of jewelry there in rainbow color. And Audemars Piguet, I got a feeling that if you saw that Audemars Piguet, you'd really see some interesting kinds of changes of light on it. Now, the petite aiguille. Now, this is one that one of our watches was a competitor and it didn't make it. I'll talk about that later. But the ones that they have, the two that I like the most are probably Louis Arand and Triobi. Those are both of them. I like regulators like the Iran is, and the Triobi is just interesting, the way that they have it set up. The Gelfman watch is a quartz watch, which I thought was sort of, I was surprised to see that in there. Zenith and Breitling, of course, along with Grand Seiko, are strong competitors as well. Challenge category, the the Mad Editions. This is MB&F have sort of this these watches that they have that have characteristics of MB&F, the same kind of style. I love that one. Louis Erard, again, with their regulator, cool looking watch. I like it a lot. Now, Kurono Tokyo, there was some kind of connection with Hajime Asoka. I'm not sure what it is. This is a calendar watch that they have. Maseno Labs, they've been doing a lot of stuff lately. I think they are mainly a designer. I could be wrong. They could be the whole watch outfit. Tag Heuer and Tudor. Tudor Ranger, a lot of people criticize it. I happen to like it. Okay, the final one, mechanical clocks. This is the first time we've had mechanical clocks. And the BCHH, I've seen other things, and that thing is spectacular. That's celestial infinity. It really is. I like all of these, so they're just blow my mind. Another one I really like is Udanam, with the weights. You can see all of the movement in that. They really have a collection. Mickey Elita stuff is just, all of them are. Now, at the end here, I wanted to say something about, we had our watch, in the petite aiguille, the Lyrique Etude #1 didn't make the cut. From what I understand, we didn't mean to, but I think we were sort of fudging on the rules. I think the retail price on our watch was $9,500, which represented about probably less than 10% of, well, no, wait a minute, about 90%, well, it was 100%, but 90% of the watch was into production. So we had the retail went up a little 10% over that, and that was all. And a lot of people said, come on, that's just not right. Here we've got these guys, they're dealing with a margin of like 1 to 10, 1 to 5, something like that. And here you have one that's about, almost 1 to 1. So just not right. And that's understandable. Some of the other ones I found that entered and never made it to the nominations. One of my favorite watches by Rolex, that apparently Rolex owners don't care for too much, is the Rolex Yachtmaster 2. That thing has got a really very good, what they call a countdown mechanism in it. Very cool watch. I love that watch. I don't know why in the sports watch category, I'm surprised that didn't. I have no idea why. It's 2007, but didn't even make nominations. Another one is incredible watch by Van Cleef and Arpels. And this one was a dual time that was is an update of the original Pierre Arpels watch, but they wanted to have dual times, and so Jean-Marc Viderec had a brand new movement build it from scratch to double dumping hours and retrograde minutes. One of the most incredible watches around. Same problem. Another watch that just about everybody I know just loves is in 2017 was Langenheim Georg. My God, that watch, I know more guys who would love to have that watch. Flip it over and you'll see this incredible movement that Marco Lang did. Another watch that didn't make it either was Rolex's Milgauss. Don't know why. That's a real favorite among Rolex owners too. The thing that I want to say about the whole process and the Grand Prix, it was a wonderful experience. The people at GPHG were fantastic. They really helped us a lot. we had our watch was we're a new group, the Larique group. Nobody knew us from Adam's Odd Ox, and after this was over, everybody did. The number of people who wanted our watch increased by about 20-fold, and it was a wonderful experience. And like I said, the people at GPHG couldn't have been nicer, and this was a great experience. So let me encourage you, if you are into watchmaking, the Grand Prix is something that's well worth it, and it's a great adventure. Let me know what you think. I'd really like to hear what your picks are on this. And until next time, this is Bill Sanders for Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection. And this is an opportunity to subscribe if you like.